Hello. It's a wonderful Wednesday from the Mitten. Thank you for joining me. Apologies for yesterday. I'm getting ready for two huge events this coming weekend, and big shout outs to Victoria and Fiona and Lisa, who are helping me make all of this possible, along with my kiddo Elliot, who is frantically cutting dies for me because we need extra, which is a great thing. I'd rather have more customers than less customers doing my make and take. So I thought that I would share with you a make and take that I did on my event space booth in Sharonville when we were in Cincinnati the other week. And we got the best dressed, which is awesome. We had so much fun with the Wild West theme. And we did a Winnie the Pooh card using the Silly Old Bear Sweet collection because it's so stinking cute, right? So I thought I'd remake it here, give you some paper piece sizes, and then you too can create it. So make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper. I will try not to go too fast. I'm hoping that you can all see what I'm doing and see the measurements, and that it all is crystal clear by the end of the class, right? That's the goal. I'm going to be using some of the new alcohol markers. I'm going to be using the Golden Glow in both the light and dark, and then Barely Blush in the light and dark. These are the perfect Winnie the Pooh and Piglet colours, which we love that, right? I'm going to be adding some gold shaker stars. Don't get mad with me. I'm not sure that they are still available. So don't be hating on Sarah. If they are available, they're 166065. So that's the reference number if you need them. We're going to use Early Espresso ink and the stamps from the Silly Old Bear suite. This one says the best kind of days are the days spent together. And then we have this one, and I know my blocks are dirty and battered and whatever, bear with me, but it's a row of bees. So I'm going to do my stamping first of all and get it out the way, and then I can put the ink pad away. So you can probably see here, I already cut the two frames, and there's a whole heap of frames in this coordinating stamp and die set, and I love it because they all have slightly different borders and you can stack them, and we love that, right? So we're going to just stamp the words. I'm just going to kiss it. Remember, these style of ink pads are super juicy and we don't want ink everywhere, so we're going to do the best kind of days are the days spent together. Look how cute that is, and I'll clean them up in a minute. And then we have our bees, and it goes from the little bee through to the larger bee. So I did this at my coffee shop the other day, and it says it goes from the larger bee to the big bee, and we were at Big Bee Coffee, so everybody thought that was hilarious. But look at those cute bees. They are adorable. I absolutely love them. So let's get rid of that out of the way. Even though this card looks really difficult, it's actually super easy to make, and it just has a lot of pieces in it. So for the base, we have a piece of cardstock that is 4.25 inches tall by 4.5 wide, 4.5 inches wide. So Yonten ni go kokeru yonten go dozo for my Japanese friends. So 4.25 or 4.25 by 4.5, 4.5. And you can see that I've scored it. I'm hoping you can see. I've scored it every inch. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 scores at the inch panels, which gives me that ½ inch overlap. All right, so we're going to score them the same way on each side. And I think this is pumpkin pie cardstock. It doesn't actually matter what colour cardstock goes on the inside at all, because you're not going to see it. All right, so with this ½ inch gap, it doesn't matter whether you glue it on the outside or you glue it on the inside, no one is going to see it. So my first rule of business is to do that. Easiest way to do it is just to fold it flat in half with 2 panels on each side. I'm going to use my Tombow liquid adhesive. Oh, and man, that came out fast. So, in true Sarah fashion, use your finger and just smudge it along so it doesn't ooze out. Nobody wants any ooze on their projects, right? So we are just going to fold it in half, and then we'll fold it in half, and we will let it just sit a second, shall we? That's a beautiful idea. Right, I don't have my sample in front of me, so we're winging it this evening. Okay, so once it's stuck, you are going to have a beautiful little cube-shaped tower. That's what we want. Okay, I have 4 pieces of plain cardstock. I have 2 black, and I have 2 crumb cake, and they are all the same size. They are all 4 1/4 tall, so 4.25 Yonten Nigo by 2.75 Nita Nanago, 2 3/4 or 2 3/4. So they're all the same size, okay? 2 brown and 2 black, because I picked the colours in this kit, right? So 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And the easiest way to do this is I squash my box so I lie it flat. And then, not squeezing as much out this time, Sarah, I am going to put, geez, oh Pete, it is hot in here, and I think that's making it very liquidy. I'm going to put adhesive on the top panel only, because that actually makes it easier to then line up one of these panels along that top edge. Okay, so I'm just doing it along that top edge. And we're just going to let it sit. So I've stuck it to one of those panels. I'm then going to unfold, let's get the glue off the glass mat, one panel. So I just folded it back on itself, and I'm going to add a black panel this time. This is a cute little card, it really is. And everybody is always blown away with it because it looks difficult, and it actually isn't. Okay. So, let's do the next one. Fold it again. The most important thing to do with this card is making sure that they're all folding in the right direction, otherwise your card won't work. And then, as I say, we're alternating it. Now, could you do the same colour cardstock on all of these panels? Absolutely you could. I just alternated them because of the paper that we were using and all the rest of it. I just thought it added a little bit of fun. And then here comes that last panel. So as I said, this cardstock in the centre, you can't see it. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. So for any of you who are out and about this weekend, make sure you come and visit me. I will be in Hamburg at the fairground in Hamburg, New York. And then Victoria and team will be at Kalamazoo at the Too Much Fun promotions there. So between us, we will conquer the world and bring more Stampin' Up! Fabulosity to the world in little bits. Okay, I have 4 pieces of paper. They are all the same size. They are all 4 inches, yon inches by Nitengo, 2.5, 2.5. So you can see I have different papers. Aren't they cute? Doesn't matter which one we start with. We are going to start with this one, just because shall I put this one on the black? Oh, I like this one on the black. Okay, we're going to do this one on the black. See, I just keep moving them around. I'm like, oh, I like it on here, and oh, I like it on there. All right, we're going to take it in turns. All right, so a little bit of adhesive around the edge. So again, this was 4 inches by 2.5. And if you are not a member of my Paper Crafting with Sarah Facebook, it's a private group. This group is a public group where you're watching now, but I have a private group for my customers, and make sure that you are in that by the 1st of September, because I have some special offers and some fabulosity coming in that page only. It will not be posted here on this public page, so make sure you belong to that page. Woohoo, look at this paper, it's so cute. There's Rabbit and Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet. Look how cute Piglet looks. Okay, And then this paper, again, is super, super cute. It's all panels that you can hand cut out on the one side. But on this side, I hope you can see, it's got all of the silhouettes of all of the different characters. Winnie the Pooh and Rabbit and Eeyore, Piglet and Tigger. It's so stinking cute. I will have, or we will have on both booths this paper. So we have it, and I also have a giveaway on the booth as well. So a drawing, more than a giveaway. I will give away a prize for the drawing. How about that? Get the verbiage right. Okay, let's do stripes on the last one. Super, super cute. Oh, I nearly burst into ABBA then. Super duper. Okay, it's been a very long day today. That's all I'm saying on that one. But it's been a fun day. All right, and stripes. Look how cute this is. Now, you're going to say, Sarah, you have all of these bare panels here. Yes, my friends, I do, but not for very long, because I took some panels of cardstock. So these pieces are 4 inches long again, and they are 1.5 inches wide. And I don't know whether you can see, I went ahead and I've used the embossing folder that comes in this suite, and I've embossed the cardstock so it has that texture to it. Is that fun or what? So I am going to go ahead and I am going to just do a skinny line of adhesive, and then I'm going to attach it to that panel. Let's get rid of the piece of glue that's on there. Okay, and then we're just going to alternate them just so that the inside of those flaps are coordinating. So you could also use paper if you wanted on these panels, but I really like this coordinating embossing folder, so that's why I wanted to use it here. I didn't want to not feature that on this particular little card. So like I said, it's not a difficult card, it just, there's a lot of pieces for it. Okay, super, super cute though, look at that. All right, let's stick down our B paper. We are almost done with this. So let's stick it on the stripy section. Okay, so that is where you can write, Dear Sarah, I love you lots. I love your weekly card making class. I can't wait for the special offers coming September the 1st. On your private page, Paper Crafting with Sarah. If I'm not a member, please can I join it? Yes, you can. If you can get all that onto that panel, I'll be impressed. Okay, let's put a few little stars around. Okay, now you'll have to bear with me because my tool is packed away. So do I have a pair of tweezers? If there is any kind of anything in the world, I can find a pair of tweezers, because otherwise I've got to go hunting for my Take-A-Pick tool, because you know it has the sticky end tool. I have no idea what it's called. From now on it shall be called the sticky end tool, and you're welcome. I'm telling you, no sleep. My brain was still going at 2 o'clock this morning going, oh, I need to take this and make sure I've got my grid walls and make sure I've got my paper and where are my card kits and do I have cardstock, and yes, all of the things, right? How stinking cute is this? Love it. Okay, so we've put that one on that one. Let's put it on this side. So every time I make this card, it's slightly different. We are going to use some of the liquid adhesive, and we're only going to stick it on half of that panel, okay? So the trick for putting this on is make sure that nothing that you attach goes past the edge of the card. It can't go past the edge of that card. All right, and then let's use some Stampin' Dimensionals because we don't have any on here yet. And you're going to say, Sarah, are you feeling okay? No Stampin' Dimensionals on your card. And I'm going to say, it's okay. We have so many layers of cardstock on this card. I'm only putting them on this one panel because of the card is already pretty thick. Okay, here we go. So, the best kind of days are days to spend together. So let's bring in Winnie the Pooh. Oh, while I have these stars open, let's just do a couple of stars. And then I can put the lid on the stars and not knock them over, because you know that's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. You've been watching my videos for years. You will know that Sarah has a horrible habit of managing to catch the jar with her finger or her stupidly long nails, and oh, come on, Sarah, and knocking the stars every which way to Sunday. Okay, right, let's put the lid on before I tip them everywhere. Stars for Dolly. Yeah, lots of stars today. The world is a dimmer place. We need more stars. Okay, let's colour in Winnie the Pooh. So I'm going to use the paintbrush end, and I'm going to use the darker one. And as you can see, where we have that little bit of shading, back of his leg and underneath his butt, we're going to add in, and I'm going to do Piglet's little sweater in the dark. Stamping blends of the dark golden glow. So these are alcohol markers, like I told you, so they soak in really fast. Okay, so here comes Pooh's head, and then I'm just going to go backwards and forwards, and I'm going over those lines to blend them out. So, oops, missed a bit, but never mind. And again, I can come in here and do another layer there. Cute. And then we'll just use the darker shade of the Barely Blush for Piglet. Little Piglet. My grandson, my little bird, has just discovered Winnie the Pooh. And I said to him the other day, I said, can you say Pooh Bear? Pooh Bear, he says. And I'm like, oh, and my heart melted all over again. All right, the nice thing I like about this stamp and die set is the dies in the one set match the paper. So if you don't want to be colouring, you can actually use the dies and cut out some of these images on the paper. Look how cute that's going to be. Okay, let's stick one up here on Piglet. These are a little bit large, but again, with all of my stuff is packed away in my truck, ready to go.com. So we're using what we have, right? Sometimes you have to do that. So even though this card has a lot of pieces, and again, remember, I'm keeping it within the edge of the card and within the bottom of the card, otherwise it won't fold. Look how stinking cute that card is. Now, this would also be a fun card. You could take, I'm going to use my Walt Disney card because why would I not? But you could take a gift card and you could attach it to that panel. That's why I made these panels the size I did, so that this would work like this. So you could add a gift card, Starbucks or whatever, and send it to Sarah, because Sarah's in need of coffee, right? And then have some panels that have just some decoration. And then you, as I say, you write your sentiment there. Is that the cutest ever? Do you love it? Let me see some loving. Let me see some hearts. I hope you enjoyed this card. Come and join me at the County Fairgrounds in Hamburg, New York, or in Kalamazoo, and come and do a fun make and take on the booth with me, and see all of the goodies that I have on the booth there too. Failing that, I will see you here next Tuesday, God willing, at 7 o'clock. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe wherever in the world you are watching from. Sending much love from this Chaos Goblin to your home. Love you lots. Bye.